What's up, guys? Welcome back to Ray Baby's Realm, and today we're going to be doing some Squid Game nails. So first, we're going to talk about what colors I use to create these bases. So I'm going to pull out my green and blue gel paints from Profiles Backstage, and I mixed it with this white gel polish from the Beatles collection in the color 737 to get that teal color. And I'm also using gray from this Beatles collection in the color 740 for the next base. And then I'm going to be mixing this pale pink from ASP and the yellow from Profiles Backstage to create this grungy mustard yellow. Then I'm going to be using Vivid Pink from Quick Dip, the ASP line. It's a powder, but I'm using it just as regular acrylic. So I already did one side for you guys because I really just needed to figure out what I wanted to do, like what moments I wanted to take from the show that really resonated with me and are memorable. So when you're putting on this gel paint, make sure you're putting it on real thin because it's thick and you want it to dry properly. That goes for most gel paints, but the Profiles Backstage one gotta be thin. So, and then this is me just using my monomer from Mia Secret and the acrylic Vivid Pink. And the brush that I'm using is from Poochie's Nails. And I'm just laying that on thin because the press-on already has a good apex. And because the products I'm using are from two separate lines, I'm using small beads to control the product better. Pop that yellow on and then put it in the UV light for 180 seconds. Now I'm starting on these numbers. The key to these numbers are making sure that there's no significant curves. Like I'm trying to make sure all the edges are sharp AF. And it's okay if it's looking a little wonky at first because you can clean it up later. And I'm just using this little design brush from Amazon. You can watch my previous video to see what design brush I'm talking about. And then here I am, I'm using alcohol instead of acetone to clean up my numbers just because I don't want to be messing up the gel too much. And as you can see, I just use a UV flashlight to just secure the design as I'm working because I don't want to bump it with my thumb or my pinky or anything and mess it up. So yeah, I'm just using that design brush, and this white that I'm using is from Poochie's Nails. Really good if you want a product that's not as runny and you want your designs to stay in place. Also, I was torn between doing player one on the other thumb, but I wanted to keep the nails consistent since I did the other hand off screen. But who was y'all's favorite character? Like, I love the relationship between 456 and 001. Even, like, I'm not going to do no spoilers, but they were definitely my fave. So who was y'all rocking with the most? Comment below. Alright, so I'm just doing some last minute touch-ups and cleaning it up, setting it. And now I'm going to take a longer design brush and just create this rectangle around the number because I want it to look like a patch. Set that for 10 seconds, and now we're going to start on the mask. I don't know what these guys got out of being a part of this game. And I'm wondering, were there any women underneath those masks? That's what I want to know. But okay, anyway, so I'm just using this black from Poochie's Nails as well to create the oval shape for the mask head or whatever. And I wanted to take up most of the nails so that it looks like they're wearing a hoodie. And I'm also mixing that gray from the Beatles line with the white from the Beatles line just to give the mask some dimension. Mixing it with that black too just to darken it up some. And then I'm using that gray mixed with that white to create the triangle. And then I'm going to use the black again to create the zipper. And I'm also going to outline the mask with black just to make it pop off of the hot pink some more. Then I'm going to add some detailing to that zipper line, just adding the silver notches and then creating the silver chain as well. Then set that. So next I basically dip my brush in alcohol and in some black paint to create this grungy effect on the yellow nail, and I set that before I start my shapes. So the key to these shapes is making sure they're all symmetrical, like they all have to be the same size and completely lined up. So I'm using the fact that this is a press on to my advantage, constantly rotating it to get a perfect circle because you want your circle to be circling, okay? And now I'm making an equilateral triangle. I want each side of it to be equal. And then try to make your square as square as possible. You don't want a rectangle. And then just go in with some alcohol and clean it up. Make sure that they're all lined up just like this. And yeah, just do it till it's perfect. Now I'm just taking that Poochie's white and creating a line. I'm figuring out that I don't like this one for bigger designs. You know, it's too thick. I'm trying to clean it up and stuff, but it's just too thick. So I'm taking that wipe from the Beatles collection and going over it. And it was just way easier to clean and to swipe down. Then I set that. And now we're going to do that decision button, whether you want to play or whether you want to go home. I'm using the red from the profiles backstage and the green. And I'm just going to put that on there. Some more circles. Put it on thin, y'all. I be forgetting. But yeah, now I'm doing the X's, making sure that they're sharp on the end so they look cleaner. Rotating to create the circle. And here we are. Now we're about to set that thing. Set it for 180 seconds. Then once it's out, clean it with some alcohol. And use your favorite gel top coat. This is my favorite. Gloss it from the Not Polish collection. And yeah, you want to put this thing on thin because gloss it is not to be played with. Mama is very thick. So if you want it to dry efficiently, you need to put her on nice and thin. And make sure you're covering the tip of the nail as well. I'll pop it in the UV light for 180 seconds. And this is what we're looking like. Cute, right? Cute. And you can honestly stop here. You can keep it like that, but I want to make that hot pink matte because I feel like it's just more in your face that way. So I'm going to be using Matte It, also from Not Polish, and I'm just going to try to focus that on the hot pink. Try not to get it on the mask or the other details. If I do, it's fine. I can just go back with the Gloss It and just gloss the mask again. But so yeah, I'm going to pop that in for only 90 seconds since I'm not using as much product. And now we just get rid of those crazy sharp edges on the end of press-ons. Just do it towards your body or upwards. And I'm using my Tammy Taylor filer to do this. Alright guys, that's the Squid Game nail tutorial. I hope it was informative. I hope you learned something new. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And click that bell notification so you know when I'm posting. Did you click it? Did you click it, sis? There you go. Thanks. Bye.